Hello. How are we doing?
Doing well. How are you? Hello,
I'm
hello,
I'm
hello.
glad to be streaming in the same room again.
I am as well. It was weird when we did it.
Yeah. Last time
The,
we were together though, but you were missing from one opening ceremony is what it
yes, I
was.
was missing from an opening ceremony, and then I think the closing before that we streamed from remote locations.
Yes. We've got lots of hellos in the chat. Howdy everybody. How y'all doing?
So many hellos, so many familiar faces. How's your day been?
My day has been great so far. I've just been getting excited and getting ready for
Mm-hmm.
Global Hack Week.
Mm-hmm.
Did a little bit of prep for some July stuff as well that I'm excited for y'all to see later on. But overall, doing good. Yeah.
Good.
How
I
about
love
for
to
you?
see it. It's been good. Yeah, getting ready for Global Hack Week this morning. Was very excited this whole morning. I feel like this happens every time before Global Hack Week. I'm like ready to start opening ceremony hours beforehand, and then I'm just like, the anticipation.
Yes. I see people already asking some great questions in chat, like where should we start? Don't worry if you have any questions whatsoever. Mary and I are actually going to go through everything you need to know for Global Hack Week shortly here. Do you want to jump into some intros maybe? Is that where
Let's
we're
do
going to head?
it. Yes, I saw we have lots of new folks at this Global Hack Week, so it seems appropriate to introduce ourselves. Ryan?
Absolutely. I'm the director of events here at Major League Hacking. Basically, my job is managing and overseeing all of the stuff we do for hackers, just like each and every one of you. So that can be Global Hack Week, week-long kind of hacker festivals like this. That can be our member event hackathons, digital events we do, all sorts of great stuff like that. I am giving away a blahage, which, in case you don't know what it is a IKEA stuffed shark at 1,000 Twitter followers. So go check out @This Is Ryan Swift on Twitter. Of course, a little promo there. And then I got to hang out with my niece over the weekend, which was wonderful. And she actually just stopped by the office as well, which is like a little surprise treat I was not expecting.
Yes.
So.
Spoiler alert for my slide.
Oh, sorry.
For those of you I haven't met, my name's Mary. I work on first party events here. So working on things like this and the digital hackathons we run in our Discord server every weekend. My fun facts are I just celebrated my 4-year MLH work anniversary. Is that the right word?
A workie.
And my fun fact is I got to meet Ryan's niece this morning, and I am hoping to be Ryan's 1,000th follower. I'm gonna give him the unfollow.
Oh, you're gonna unfollow to try to. I see.
I want to be the 1,000th.
Yes. We're going to do a full Q&A at the end of this stream. We'll answer a bunch of questions along the way as well, but I did want to just take a second to answer this one because I think many people are probably wondering this. But yes, you can be 100% new to cybersecurity to participate this week. That is totally fine. Global Hack Weeks are really meant to be an introduction to hacking, to whatever topic we're covering. Yeah.
Yes. And I would even add on to that. I'd imagine the majority of people here are probably newer to cybersecurity.
Yes.
We run these events, with beginners in mind. So you are by no means, the only beginner or one of a few.
Yes, 100%. With that, let's actually jump into some of that content here. So we do want to start off by saying, Global Hack Week is hosted by Major League Hacking. And I suspect that given the number of new hackers we have here, there are probably some folks who aren't super familiar with what Major League Hacking is in the first place. It is our mission to empower hackers, just like each and every one of you. And we do that by running something we call the Global Hacker Community. Overall, all we exist to do is empower hackers and work with them at events, make sure they have the best tools and support available to them to build cool things at events just like this. And by being here, whether this is your very first hackathon or you've been to 10 or 15, like I was seeing in the chat from some people, you are part of more than 500,000 hackers that we've worked with over the last 10 years or so. If this is going to be your first Global Hack Week, welcome. I know there's a ton of information and a ton to go over, but Mary and I have your back here. We will walk you through everything you need to know shortly. Speaking of that, do you kind of want to jump into what this is all about?
I would love to. So this next week is all about you learning new skills, leveling up as a hacker. Really, whether this is your very first day in the community or you've been coming to hackathons for years, like this event is for you. So a little bit about what that actually looks like on a day-to-day basis. Every day throughout the next 7 days we have ahead of us, there are going to be technical workshops and mini events for you to go and learn new skills, as well as get to take lots of breaks from hacking and meet other folks. I saw we already got questions about this, but you can see the full schedule of events if you head to this link right here. It also should be in your inbox if you are already registered for the event. While you're not in one of those technical workshops or mini events, which all take place right here on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you're watching from, we are going to have different challenges every day for you to work on. These are meant to be little prompts that you can pick and choose from and tackle when you have a little bit of downtime throughout the week. You can go and see all of the challenges that opened up today on our website here as well. Thank you for dropping those links in for me.
Of course.
So what exactly is Security Week? The thing that is different about this week compared to our normal Global Hack Week is we have an emphasis on cybersecurity topics. So you'll see our schedule, just has more topics in that realm, in addition to some of the more kind of beginner-friendly generic streams that we do at every Global Hack Week. So as we've already said a few times, I know if you are brand new to cybersecurity, that is a-okay. I think most of the folks here probably are, and that's what this week is all about. It's getting you, introduced to some of those topics and getting started with it.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you want to tell the folks at home how to check in?
It would be my honor. I know many people have already been asking about swag and things like that. We'll cover that more specifically in a second, but checking in is really the first step to earning that swag. You can join the event right now by going to hackp.ac/GHW, and I'll actually Mary's going to put that in chat for everybody. She's a hero. And on this page, this is where you're going to register for and check into the event. So there's a little GIF on screen here. I'm not sure if that's going to load for everybody. Sometimes it likes to, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, all you need to do is hit register and check in, that blue button on the right-hand side of the screen. And that's how you're going to get checked in for the event. Once you're fully checked in, you should see like a green or teal join online event button. And once you can see that, that means you're good to go on the check-in process and everything like that. All righty. Were you about to highlight the compliment?
I was about to highlight the compliment, but then I decided not to.
Mary feels good that she is getting compliments from the crowd.
Proud.
I saw her mouse hover over it, and then she was too embarrassed to put it on stream, so I'll help her out.
I feel like I have a little bit of an advantage since I'm hearing it live, and everyone else has a little bit of a delay. But I'm
just hype her up, team. Hype her up. Speaking of swag, and again, I know I've already seen questions for this in chat. We make it really easy to earn swag at Global Hack Week because we want to reward everyone just for showing up. And we know that the first step can often be the most difficult with an event like this. And so to thank you for being here, we make swag really easy to earn. All you need to do is register and check in for the event, like we just showed you in that last slide. And then the only other step you have this week is submitting us an address so that we can mail you your stickers and postcard after the hackathon is over. Those letters do take quite a while to deliver because we do them in these huge batches to make sure that they're affordable and we're able to send them out to every hacker who participates. But you will get a letter from us in the coming months that has your stickers and things like that. Oh, Mary's fighting with me for the control of the slides. If you're looking to earn a little bit of bonus swag this weekend, we have some extra stickers that we typically send out to our hackers who are actively participating in the event. So if you check into 5 different live events, you actually will earn some bonus stickers as well. And when we say a live event here, we mean just about anything that's taking place on our Twitch stream. The folks who are running those streams will have a link for you to check in with. In addition to that, many of you are familiar with our swag drop, or as we now call them, surprise prize process here. We want to make sure that we're rewarding hackers who are being helpful, working with other hackers in the community, and really welcoming folks to Global Hack Week. So we actually ship out old MLH gear that we have left over at our fulfillment center to hackers. So this is things like fanny packs, t-shirts, sometimes hats, old retro stickers, all sorts of cool stuff from the archive, so to speak. If you're looking to earn one of these, the best way to earn them is just by being active in chat, hanging out with us, and being a helpful hacker. That all sound about right?
Would it be too wild for us to give one out right now?
I think we give one out of the Q&A.
Okay.
I think we start the Q&A with a surprise prize.
Fair.
Yes.
I'm sure chat will hold us
to it. Yes, absolutely. I'm sure they will too. Cool.
All righty.
I insist. If an MLH does give you one of these surprise prizes, the way that you're going to claim that is through Discord. So you'll actually open up a ticket in Discord, And here is where you're going to do that. There's a little button in the support tickets channel, and you can actually click on that and it'll open up a new private channel for you where you can share your email address with us and all of that good stuff. That all sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. What do we have coming up next? Discord? You want to walk folks through this?
Absolutely. So Discord is where we do the majority of the communication throughout the week. So you absolutely want to make sure that you are over in our server. You can join it at discord.mlh.io if you are not in there already. I see folks are already helping me out with the link there. Thank you. And then to make sure that you are set up in the Discord, you're going to need to first go to channels and roles to get started. This is where you'll agree to all of our rules and make sure you have the proper roles for Global Hack Week to see our section. And once you're over there, you can chat with everyone else who's attending this event. This is the best place if you have questions come up throughout the week, or you just want to find other hackers to hang out with. Go and do that over in our Discord.
Yes.
Speaking about guilds very quickly, guilds are under construction. If you have been around the Global Hack Week community for a while, you know what these are. For everyone else, these are smaller communities within our Discord server where you can meet other hackers. These are going to be under construction for a little bit. So if you are in one right now, you are welcome to stay in it. But for those of you who are not in one, we have a different channel where you can go and meet other hackers to make sure you're not missing out on anything. So head to the Hack Together channel.
Yes, which I think is on our next slide. There it is.
Yes, there we go.
We are hoping to bring guilds back with some nice updates for
Yes.
Global Hack Week and Knit. So, or pardon me, Global Hack Week season launch these days.
There we go.
But we'll see that hopefully in July in just a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I think Global Hack Week season launch actually kicks off in like not that long.
Days.
Yeah, it's
less.
very quickly coming up here. So if you're looking forward to another Global Hack Week, don't worry, we've got your back. Yes.
This is why we keep accidentally calling it
a
knit.
Yeah, exactly. I keep seeing it in the chat. It's season launch these days. It's season launch, team. Yes. Everyone get on board. It wasn't Mary and I weren't responsible for the name change, No. We do have to we have to enforce it though. All right. You want to give folks a description of challenges? Sure.
So as we mentioned a little bit earlier in this, challenges are what you can work on when you have a little bit of downtime and maybe you're not hanging out on the Twitch stream. So every single day we're going to release a new set of challenges. These range from really, short coding prompts to design challenges to some, bigger projects that might take you a bit longer to complete. All of them are either submitted on our dev post page or on a Google form. Kind of general rule of thumb is if you are writing code for one of them, it's probably going to be over on the dev post. And if it's something that you're either designing or just submitting a screenshot to prove that you did, it's most likely going to be on the Google form. Either way, though, on our challenges page, you can see, where all of them are supposed to be submitted. And if you have any questions at all, again, just head over to the Discord and we'll help you out.
Yes.
These challenges are due every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time or 7:30 p.m. IST. So make sure you have those in. And that is also the time where new challenges are released every day. And you can go check them all out over on our live site. I think Ryan's helping me out with the link.
I'm answering a question from
never mind. Actually. I will drop the link in chat. And you can already go and get started on those and start submitting them as soon as you are ready. When you aren't working on those, I recommend you join our live streams. A lot of our live streams have challenges that go along with them. So you can, hang out on the stream, see an MLHer, complete a project, build something, and go and submit that for a challenge as well.
Yep, 100%.
Double points. Want to talk about today's schedule?
Absolutely. We've got the full schedule online at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. And we're actually going to walk through a bunch of the different sessions here in a second. Every day, though, you can check out our schedule on the website. You can click through all the days in your relevant time zone. Or if you're a Google Calendar fan, we do have a Google Calendar as well that you can use to add all of them to your, to your
That's
own
really
Google
the pro move.
It is the pro move, yeah. I'm not going to lie. What's our first session today?
Yes, so our very first session is going to be right after Ryan and I leave the stream. We are going to have some folks over from Twilio join us. They're going to show you how to use Twilio to secure your web applications. So 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10:30 p.m. IST. It's about 45 minutes from now. Highly recommend joining this one. This is going to be an awesome workshop.
Is this multi-factor like authentication?
I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Yeah.
I would assume based on
that would be
securing,
my guess. Yeah, like a text message or something like that.
That is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Also, we're getting a shout out. The best duo. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Love it.
I feel like there's other duos at MLH that have started to kind of
surpass us. We don't do this often, but I will take a question midstream here.
Okay.
Will workshops and mini events have a difficulty rating to guide more experienced developers to sessions more geared towards their skill set? Generally speaking, no. I think we might have a beginner tag on the website for challenges. So we do have something like for beginners to help them out. We don't have the reverse, which is what it seems like you're asking for here. In general, though, if you're an experienced developer, my advice is still go to those workshops and mini events. You can see how other people do things, and you can actually help out streamers as well by answering questions in chat. Shout out to Wei and a couple of other people. 404 Not Found has done this for me in the past. And so if you've got the skills and the know-how, feel free to come to those streams and help people out. That's always really appreciated.
Yeah, and the thing I always say with challenges in particular, if you're more experienced, there's almost always like an extra kind of level of difficulty you could add to a challenge yourself. So maybe try completing something in a language you've never used before or using a new stack. So things like that can help, tweak those to make them a little bit more interesting to you if it's something that you already feel really comfortable doing.
Yes. I'm seeing a bunch of really great questions in chat. We'll do a full Q&A shortly here. So keep those questions and we will answer them all or as many as we can in a few minutes here. So up after Twilio, we've got Stack Overflow coming in for their workshop today. What do site reliability engineers have and gas stations have in common? I'm very excited for this one. I like the title of this presentation already.
I love a fun title.
Yeah,
so I was very happy when I saw this one.
Yes, I'm very excited to see what the Stack Overflow team has cooked up there. It'll be at 2 p.m. today.
Yep. And then after that, we have Wei on the stream. I know Wei is a fan favorite. Wei's going to be doing a stream using GPG. There we go. And that is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12:30 a.m. IST. And a little chance for a surprise prize.
We love to see it.
Yes.
We do love to see it.
What is Zane getting up to after that?
They're going to be doing a Getting Started with Front-End Web Development workshop at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I think particularly given the number of like new hackers and things like that we have here, this seems like it would be a very popular one in the crowd. Just to make sure I address it as well, all of our workshops are recorded, so you can view them back afterwards if you happen to be sleeping. Global Hack Week is a week-long, basically 24/7 event, and as a result, we record everything so that you can definitely get some sleep in as you need it.
Yes, we do not recommend going to every stream. I say that every time. And we really mean it.
Yes, absolutely.
After that, Abdullah is going to be on this stream running a Tetris mini event. So this is our very first mini event of the week. These are just meant to be a fun little break from hacking. They're also a really good chance to meet other hackers in a little bit more of a casual environment. So for this one, you're going to be playing Tetris against other hackers, trying to see who gets the best score over there. And that's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time today, 5:30 a.m. IST for any early birds out there.
Nice. Will Lifforth making an appearance, a big fan favorite here, I think. I just got to see Will the other week as well. He's going to be doing a Detecting Fraud with Machine Learning track at 9 p.m. Eastern time or 6:30 a.m. IST. Very excited for this. Will is an absolute rock star. I'm sure this will be a great track. Even if you can't attend live, heavily recommend checking out the recording on this one, especially. So
absolutely. And then after that, we have Amy on the stream. She is going to be running a Scribble.io mini event. I always say, how do you say that word?
I always say Scribble.io.
So I've heard people saying Scriblio now.
I don't know if I like Scriblio.
So
can we get a little vote in chat? Not using any. Just give me a 1 if you like Scribble.io. Give me a 2 if you like Scriblio.
Yeah.
And we're hoping for lots of 1s in the chat.
Hoping for 1s because I don't know if I can start saying Scriblio.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Great.
Good job, hackers. Proud of you all.
Scribble.io.
There's some 2s coming in now.
Oh no.
Mostly 1s though.
I like this one.
I love all of our hackers. I do have to say, I love our 1 hackers more than our 2 hackers right now, though.
I do as well.
It's like the GIF versus GIF thing.
Yes.
There's a correct way and then
an incorrect way.
No.
Well, either way, whichever way you pronounce scribble.io or Scriblio, make sure you go and join Amy at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, 2:30 p.m. IST. And if you've never played this game before, it's extremely fun. You do not need to be a skilled artist to have a lot of fun over there.
I have no idea what this comment is in reference to. I'm seeing names. Am I missing something obvious here?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm missing something obvious.
We both are.
If that's the case. Ritvi is up after that with an Observability 101 workshop. This is going to be taking place at 7 a.m. Eastern Time or 4:30 p.m. IST. So this will be coming on a couple of hours before challenges are due tomorrow. Who's up after that?
I think that might be our very last stream of day one.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you have not yet, make sure you go and add that to your Google Calendar. Highly recommend putting them on your calendar because it's way easier, I think, to keep yourself organized over there. And with that, we've got some folks to thank.
We do indeed.
Who is our very first partner?
Our very first partner here is GitHub, who I hope many of you are already familiar with. If you're not, GitHub is a regular Global Hack Week partner here. They're great for students in particular. They've got a really awesome student developer pack that I always recommend to folks. GitHub Education as a whole, though, has a bunch of great tools and a bunch of great free stuff for students. If you've never used them before, I heavily recommend checking them out this week. I think Kev is actually going to be doing a workshop for them tomorrow. Or not sure yet.
I am not sure off the top of my head what day it is, but Kev is doing a GitHub workshop.
So if you ever want to like get used to version control or use Git for the first time, I heavily recommend checking that out. But otherwise, as always, big shout out to GitHub for supporting the week. And who do we have up next?
Yes. And up next, we have Stack Overflow. I imagine many of you have probably used Stack Overflow before. It is an awesome, awesome platform to get to ask questions to other folks who are making projects similar to yours, as well as answer other people's questions. Really, really cool community over there. They have a challenge going on throughout the entire week. It's already open right now called Hack the Stack. They have a live leaderboard for it and a ton of really cool stuff. So highly recommend going and checking that out today.
I like this comment. I feel you. As a former student myself, I feel you. I shouldn't even say that. I still use Stack Overflow as a full-time employee.
It's such a lifesaver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And who do we have last?
Our last partner here is Twilio, who is also another one of those partners that is always around to support Global Hack Weeks. They have a session coming up right after this opening ceremony, so definitely stick around for that. If you're not familiar with their platform, though, it lets you programmatically send SMSs, text messages, phone calls, send emails, all sorts of stuff like that. Very cool tool for hackers in particular. I think like a prolific hackathon tool. And one of the first, actually is the first technology I used at a hackathon, our first like external API. I don't know how we want to define it, but love Twilio. They're going to be doing stuff throughout the week for y'all and definitely recommend checking them out.
Yes, absolutely. And with that, before we wrap things up and switch it over to Q&A, I want to do a quick kind of warning over here for the code of conduct. Everyone who's attending this event has agreed to the code of conduct. If you have not read what all is in it, highly recommend going and reading it. TLDR is abuse and harassment are never tolerated. Remember that there is a person on the other side of the screen. So be careful with what you're saying. You know, sometimes things can be intended, not harmful, but might come across that way. So just take a second before you post a comment, and make sure you're being kind to everybody.
100%. And the one reminder I always like to give during Global Hack Week is it's never appropriate to comment on people's appearances on stream. I know Mary kind of hinted at this, but just to be really direct, even if you're giving someone a compliment, I know that can make a lot of folks uncomfortable when they're on stream. So just keep it to the content or whatever else is going on, and you should be good to go.
Yep. And if anything does happen at all this week that makes you feel uncomfortable, please reach out to us. We have an incidents phone number that you can find on the code of conduct, as well as an email, just incidents@mlh.io. We want to make sure you have fun and learn this week. And we know that starts with having a comfortable space to do that. So do not hesitate to reach out if anything at all happens.
Also, I love this link as well, or this comment. Chat seriously getting competitive to help you with all the links. I've seen some absolute rock stars in chat here. So before we do anything else, we're gonna do our surprise prize.
Ooh, okay.
And then we will start doing Q&A. If you're gonna ask a question, wait until after people have calmed down from the surprise prize. What do we want them to say in chat?
I kind of want to ask like a question.
Yeah.
Maybe what like day one session you're looking forward to the most?
Yeah, can we broaden it out to the whole week?
The whole week?
Yeah,
okay.
Like what are you looking forward to the most at Global Hack Week?
And are we doing
we'll do a blind click.
Click,
I'll get myself in position here.
I will.
We gotta wait for.
Yeah. We'll let them roll in.
So if you'd like a surprise prize, potentially, you're gonna post what you're most excited for this week at Global Hack Week, and we'll give it a second for chat to catch up to us. I'm laughing at some of these responses. Y'all are rock stars. Bam. All right, we're starting to get some volume here. Ready?
Okay.
Come in.
Confirming Ryan's eyes are closed.
I'm on stream. They can see me with I can do one of these.
3, 2, 1.
What's this? Oh, I got it on the first click.
Oh, perfect. Hey. And it's a day one stream.
We'd love to see it. All right. So Himanshu only here. You're going to take a screenshot and then you're going to open up a ticket on Discord. And that is how you're going to claim your surprise prize. And then for everybody else, you're welcome to continue sharing what you're most excited about. We are not doing any more surprise prizes though. We are switching into our Q&A officially here. So if you have any questions for us, we're happy to take those.
Yes. And if you asked a question earlier in the stream and we missed it, please repost because we're going to be starting at the most recent comments.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Shout out for sharing my Twitter. Unpaid advertising right there. So I love that.
Do y'all think Ryan will hit 1,000 followers this week? Let me know in chat.
Any events you would recommend for beginners? Honestly, all of our streams are really geared for beginners. Like one of the things we tell all of the MLHers who stream during Global Hack Week is to make things approachable and something that you can follow along with. That is a huge goal of ours, is to make it so you can come to just about any stream and pick it up and follow along.
And the other thing I always like to call out, if you're really, really new to programming and there's a session you want to go to and you're unsure if you feel ready for it, you can always just go and hang out and watch. We have the recordings available, so you could go back if you wanted to later on and go over any parts that maybe went too fast or something like that. So don't feel, worried if you're just going to watch. And then the other thing is, we do these lives that we can get feedback from you in real time. So if you need the streamer to repeat something or you have a question or something is, going by too quickly, let them know. We always want to adjust and make sure that these are helpful for y'all.
100%. I'm going to do a couple rapid fire ones here. Not every MLHer streams at every single Global Hack Week. Some people have different availability and things like that. So if you don't see a fan favorite, I actually don't know Dimmer's schedule this week. They might not be streaming this week just because they've got other stuff going on. Particularly, this is like internship season. So I don't know if Dimmer's got something going on there. I see another one here about if guilds are fixed. Guilds are still under construction for another month or so. We are hoping to have them ready to rock with some new updates at season launch. You want to take this one?
Yes. So you do need to submit challenges every day through the Google Forms manually. There are some challenges that are open throughout the entire week. Those ones you don't need to resubmit every day. You can just do it once. But for any new ones that pop up, you will need to submit it every day.
I see here, when we click register in the schedule, that opens up Twitch. So this means that we are registered or we have to register somewhere else. This sounds like it might be for one of the Today in Global Hack Week streams or our opening ceremony. As long as you're registered on the big register button on the website, so ghw.mlh.io, if you're registered on that webpage, you should be good to go here.
Yes. Here's a great question. Where do we find the recorded streams? You can find them here on our Twitch for up to 30 days after the event. So anything this week, you can just watch right here on Twitch. If you want to watch anything older, head over to our YouTube page. Stuff lives over there forever. So you can even go back through past Global Hack Weeks. We have some really great sessions if you want to go do a little light watching.
Yes, we might have a different moderation setting turned on for this. I actually don't know, but don't take it personally. It's not intentional if that's what you're worried about by any means.
Yes.
Do we have any CTFs this week? This is a capture the flag for folks who don't know.
Yes, we do not have any CTFs going on this week.
Where can we get the challenges of every day? If you go to GHW globalhackweek.mlh.io, that'll be everything you need to know there.
I really like this question. How much does each project take, like on average? I don't have a great answer for you, to be honest, because it is just so varied. You know, the challenges are meant to give you the chance to learn something new. So, you know, we'll have challenges that you might be able to do in 5 minutes and you can submit that, or we'll have ones that you might want to, you know, add a lot of complexity onto, and that might take several hours. The thing I always like to tell folks, though, is they're meant to be helpful for you. So try not to worry too much about spending too little or too much time on a challenge if you're still learning.
Yes, 100%. Since you have two screens, can I get you to open
Yes.
up the website on a second screen so we can share that with folks?
I can absolutely do
I'll do a
that.
couple of questions while that goes on. Where do I start with cybersecurity? I think, honestly, there are lots of different locations you can start with something as broad as cybersecurity. We've got a bunch of different workshops and streams planned for y'all this week. But beyond that, I think really whatever is going to be of interest to you would be the thing that I think you should start with, which maybe sounds like bad advice. But you know, if you care about making sure that your users have a really secure sign-in process with two-factor authentication, I think that can be great. If you care about making sure your email or your communications are secure, there's going to be some good content around that. Lots of different ways that you can go with this, and really depends on where your personal interests lie more than anything else.
Yes, and just showing you a couple of the most important pages here. Challenges right here, you can head to. You're going to see new ones pop up every single day over here. And if you click on these, it's either going to take you to more information about the challenge or directly to where to submit it. For the ones that don't take you directly to the submission form, just look in the text here and it's going to tell you where. So this one's a good example. It links to the LinkedIn, but you submit right there on the form. A few others. Go over to the schedule real quick. You can come over here every day and click on these directly to go and, you know, register for them. Like we mentioned a few times already, highly recommend adding them to your Google Calendar. And then if you want a sneak peek at what's going on through the rest of the week, you can go and see that.
Yes.
Anything else we want to call it right now? Register up here if you have not yet. Very important. If you have not gotten any emails about this Global Hack Week, it's probably because you aren't registered. So make sure you actually go and let us know that you're here.
Cool. I'm gonna do some more rapid fire ones here. Is the first day all about sessions, or are we doing any mini project along with that? You can pick any projects that you'd like to do from the challenges, or you can just attend sessions. It is really a pick your own adventure. Whatever you are going to be having fun with is the perfect thing to do.
Yes.
How do I join a guild, and how do they work? So this event, guilds are actually under construction. You can go to the Hack Together channel in Discord to still find some folks to work with if you'd like to. But we are doing some major updates to guilds, so we can't have new people joining them at the moment, unfortunately.
New teas. We do have new teas on.
We do.
Ryan made these.
I did. Mary came up with the idea, though, so she gets credit. We just showed people how to find challenges. Let's see. All right. Daily forum doesn't seem to open. Mary, do you want to give that a check on the other screen? I'll keep doing some questions.
It's working for me. Let me see if I...
Maybe try incognito.
Yeah.
Might just be a user access issue. And can you repeat the part about the Google form? So that link does seem to be working as well. I'm seeing Mary's second screen here. For the form, can you actually scroll down a little bit and then share your screen?
Yes.
And we can just show people that.
Here.
There's going to be two different spots that you submit things this week. So you're going to either submit things on DevPost, which is where you're going to submit most of your like full hacks and full projects, or you're going to use a Google form, which is where you're going to maybe like upload a screenshot or something like that. And you can see here some of the questions that you might encounter, like which challenge you're submitting, you know, an agreement that you've followed the rules and things like that. And you should be good to go.
Awesome. And let us know if anyone else is having trouble opening it.
You do not need to check in for every event, but you should check in for as many events as you attend. You actually get bonus stickers if you check in for at least 5 live events. And so you want to try and earn those. And then beyond that, you get points for coming out to events and things like that as well.
Yes. And the other reason I would say, if you've already hit that 5, keep checking in, largely because that is really helpful for us to know what sessions people went to and what we should run more of in the future. So even if you've already hit that 5, still worth making sure you're always checking in.
Yes. Is there a Discord channel where we can ask for help for the challenges? There are plenty of spaces to chat with other hackers on a Discord for Global Hack Week. I would just make sure you're in one of the Global Hack Week channels and specify what challenge you're trying to attempt, and I'm sure people would be happy to jump in and help out. So,
yes.
Can we make a Twitch bot for you? 100%. Go for it.
Yes.
I'd love to see it. Oh yeah, here's the comment about the teas.
Yes.
Do we want to show the back too? Is that going to be hard for me to get on camera?
Got it?
Yeah.
I'm showing it.
Ooh, I almost fell out of my chair.
Thank you for hacking with us.
I couldn't see if it was well positioned. So. All right, what else do we have here? Do we have to attend all the live streams? I know we've gotten a couple of versions of this. You do not. We do record all of our sessions, so you can watch them back later on as needed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
People love the font. All Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, where are we at?
You all are so good at answering each other's questions I'm
yeah. You're crushing through.
Here we go. Can we do the challenges with a partner tag individually? 100%. When it says partner, that means one of our corporate partners for the event. So someone like Twilio, Stack Overflow, GitHub. It was one of their challenges. Not that you need a partner to do it. That's a great question, though, and certainly something we can clarify for folks. And
a question we get all the time is if you can submit challenges with another hacker, which you absolutely can. You're always welcome to work on it with a buddy or in a team.
Yes. I know a bit of Linux and a few tools. Will that be helpful? I think any level of knowledge is going to be helpful here, but really this event is about kind of dipping your toes into something new and learning along the way. And so I wouldn't be too caught up on any particular knowledge or anything like that. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to learn along the way as you go this week.
Yes. Great question. When is the next season mascot going to be revealed? For those of you who aren't sure what we're talking about right here, each hackathon season, which follows typically July of one year through June of the next, we pick out a mascot. So this year we are on Gene the Glitchy Giraffe, and they follow the alphabet. So we are going to have an H mascot coming up, and that will be revealed during season launch.
I really was pushing for Henrietta the Hawk, but I didn't have a technology to go with it.
You could do Henrietta the... Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking the other one I had thought of.
What kind of technology would a hawk use?
Something
with vision.
I was thinking high tech, and it could have a little spectacle or something.
That's really good.
But
yeah,
I can unfortunately tell you all that that's not win. I see a couple of people asking about a referral giveaway. Do you have any context on this one, or do we need to go?
Yes. So we do a giveaway for folks who have referred friends throughout the week. We typically choose winners for that towards the end of the week, or sometimes even, the day of closing. So you can absolutely still enter that. Let me grab the link. You get an email about it when you register for the event, and that might have been a while back for many of y'all. So let me see if I can grab that.
Also, for those of you who are new to the stream, when we do this Q&A, Mary and I get really heavily backlogged. You all ask questions faster than we can answer them. I'm 5 minutes behind chat right now already. I'm going to do the classic, go to new comments. So if you've asked a question and I haven't answered it, or Mary hasn't answered it, please just ask again once, and we'll do our best to get to it. Just for context, this is the most recent message we can see here, this one here. Where's the promo code for Twilio? I believe it's already in Discord in the FAQ channel for Global Hack Week. So if you go there, you should be able to find it. I see a couple of people just answered that.
And we didn't, specifically address this, but at this Global Hack Week, there are different coupon codes based on your region. So you can see it over in the FAQ, but different than how we have done that in the past.
Ooh, hologram. It would have been a good technology as well. I like that one. Here's a great question. Can my friends register for this event in the middle of the week or not? Absolutely. Global Hack Week, you can continue to register for the entire week. You can come to just one stream. It is very much meant to be an open event. I always like to use the language pick your own adventure. You can come for as much or as little as you like to. We are really here to just give you the opportunity to learn and try new things if you are looking for that. So super flexible. I see a couple people asking about these teas. These were a limited run for the team that helps run Global Hack Week. We do not have these for hackers, unfortunately, but I will keep the request in mind, and we'll see what we can do about it in the future. But
I just want to give Vic a shout out.
Of course.
Vic, who's responsible for tons of the designs you see us use, does make our season mascot and has for quite a few years. So if you like our designs, those are very almost certainly Vic's work.
Yes. I appreciate the shout out here from 404. Mary and I have agreed to a truce, a treaty. There is no thanking each other at the end of the Global Hack Week stream, because otherwise we're like making last minute edits to the slides that the other person doesn't know about. So I appreciate you looking out for us, but really having the people come out to the event is all the things that I think either of us needs.
Yes. Yeah, that was a really fun era though, when we were trying to sneak slides in. I remember one time I did my edit to add an Orion slide, and I messaged him and was like, "Oh, I made a typo on the slide deck. I need you to
refresh." We have a question here. Can I make a bot for the MLH Discord? You can absolutely make a bot that is intended for the MLH Discord. We may or may not add it depending on what it does, how long you've been part of the communities and things like that. But by all means, please.
Yes.
What else do we have in here?
Here is a great question. I just entered MLH, a total newbie. Will I be able to learn something? Yes, welcome. I think this is such a good event if you are a beginner. So there are going to be tons of opportunities for you to learn something throughout the week. If you open up a Discord ticket, I'm happy to direct you to some of the sessions that I think are particularly beginner friendly. Asterisks there because all of our sessions, I would say, are pretty beginner friendly in general, but happy to help you get started over there.
Nice. Let's see here. Do referrals work in every country? Yes, as far as I'm aware.
We have codes right now for the most popular regions. If you're in a region that is not listed over there, again, open a ticket.
And sorry, that's the Twilio referral code, I think is what the person was looking for anyone who didn't follow.
Oh, yes.
Next up here, by attending and actively participating in this, can I get an internship with MLH? MLH pretty rarely does internships ourselves, but that's primarily because we have other ways for really passionate community members to work with us on a part-time or kind of an intern level basis. So a couple of things I'd point you towards. The MLH Fellowship is a remote internship program that we run in partnership with other companies. It's a 12-week program where you can contribute to open source software and do all sorts of cool things. You can check out fellowship.mlh.io for more information about that. If you're looking to be more directly involved in the events and things like that we do, the MLH Coaches program is a great thing to look into. But I can tell you we're not actively reviewing resumes for that right now. We will be as we get closer to the fall, though.
Here's a great question. Where can I find out more about upcoming events and Global Hack Weeks? This is my first Global Hack Week. I'm looking forward to more. First of all, welcome. We are so excited that you're here. Best ways to keep in touch with us are registering or signing up for our newsletter rather. When you registered for the event, there should have been a question about it. So make sure you're subscribed to that and then stay in our Discord server. We post announcements over there. Third one is you can check out all of our upcoming events at mlh.io/events. I'll drop the link to that in chat. So that has hackathons that we host on the weekends. It has events that we work with, and it has all of the Global Hack Weeks coming up.
Nice. Couple of rapid fire ones here. How can we connect with you? You can follow at ML Hacks on Twitter and Instagram, things like that. I actually think there's a challenge for that this week, right?
Yes, yeah.
For me and Mary, you can follow me at This Is Ryan Swift, and then Mary.
Mine's at MP Siebert.
I wasn't sure if it was MPAT or not. I should have known better. I should have been prepared.
Ryan doesn't even know my Twitter.
I know.
Hurtful.
Do we have to submit that form for every challenge? And if so, where are we going to find it? Yes, you do need to submit either that form or dev post for every challenge. And you can find that at this link that I'm going to talk Mary into posting in chat.
Yes.
Cool. She's a hero. We already answered how do we connect. Here you go. Will we get swags at the end of Global Hack Week, depending on number of events we attended? You'll get your swag in a couple of months after it ships out, but you do receive bonus stickers depending on if you've gone to at least 5 events or not. 5 events over the entire week is very, very achievable. So if you're looking to earn that bonus swag, you absolutely can. Don't be worried about it. But yes, we do give you some extra stickers if you attend 5 sessions.
Yes.
What is the day of form? I found it on the Twilio challenge. That is the form where you submit some of your challenges. Again, that's the form we've been talking about here. Either dev post or that form is where you're going to submit each of your challenges.
Mm-hmm. So I saw someone in chat already answered this. To open a ticket, you're going to go to support tickets. It should be a little below the Global Hack Week section, so you might need to scroll a bit.
Below or above?
Below, right?
I think it's above. I think it's in the Ask Help channel. Or it's in the help section.
Never mind.
I think it's above.
Ignore what I just said.
I think if you're on Discord, I think you can either do Control or Command K or Control or Command T to actually open up a little search bar. And you can type in support tickets as well if you want a little keyboard shortcut.
Look at that.
How do we apply for the internship? I'm assuming this is in reference to the fellowship that I was talking about. You can go to fellowship.mlh.io to apply for that if you're interested.
Yes, and then Wei jumped in and helped us out here as well. There is an FAQ channel over on the Discord server.
What is...
Abby?
You're good. What is the ticket for? Our tickets are they're support inquiries. So if you are having trouble with something and you need to speak privately with an MLHer, you can open up a ticket. Typically for Global Hack Week, we actually recommend posting in public spaces unless you need to share private information. Like you might need to share your email address with us to help us debug something. That's a great time to open up a ticket. Otherwise, as you probably can tell from chat, our community is very active and very happy to help. And so we recommend asking in public so that the whole gang can help out with questions.
Yes, and we try to get to tickets as quickly as we can, but it can sometimes take up to 24 hours to get those resolved. So that's another good reason to post them public when you can.
Yep. For Security Week challenges day 1, which challenge do I have to do? Can I talk you into sharing the website again and we can kind of show folks?
Absolutely. 1 second.
Bam. And then I got you. I'll put it on screen.
He's got it.
Bam. And let's go up to the challenges section. So these featured challenges at the top, you should definitely complete. These are just basic kind of registration and getting started stuff. And then for the rest of the challenges in here, these are kind of, you can pick whatever is exciting to you. I think completing some of the other registration challenges is going to be beneficial for you. But I think some of the other things in here are going to kind of teach you some technologies, get you started on projects, and you can kind of pick whatever's most exciting for you. I know there's a couple of Twilio things in here that I probably would be participating in myself, but there's plenty of choices as well. Cool. I've got a question here. Is Twilio free? Also, if I'm new to web dev, will sessions cover just the basics and show you how to integrate Twilio? Twilio, for the purposes of what you're going to be doing at Global Hack Week, should be totally free. You get a credit promo code that you can apply to your account for some free credit in your region. And then you're not going to be using enough of it to burn through that credit. So you should be good to go there. And if you're new to web dev, I think, was it Zane who was doing a session on that? Zane is actually doing a session on web dev later today that you can either watch live or watch the recording of if you need to go to bed.
Yes, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I believe.
Thank you.
Here's a good question. What is swag? We use this term all the time here, and oftentimes don't actually define it. So when we're talking about swag, we mean, some sort of giveaway that we're doing. So at Global Hack Week, what we're talking about there is stickers and a postcard from us is the Global Hack Week swag that you get completely for free just for joining us throughout the week.
Yes. Related here, what are the benefits that we get by doing these hacks apart from the experience of collaboration? Global Hack Week really is about kind of your own journey. So you get the knowledge and experience you gain from making these things. But really the only other thing outside of that you get is the swag that Mary mentioned here. These are events for you to participate in. There's no, outside benefit aside from hopefully all of the things you learn along the way. That's the real goal there.
I think I shocked people with the 24 hours. That is the absolute max. Most tickets are handled much quicker than that, but I like to give that disclaimer just because our team is asleep a lot of the time when tickets come in. So yes, I just like to set the stage there.
Here's a question about the MLH Fellowship. The MLH Prep program is part of the fellowship. The best way to get help around these things is to ask in Discord. Wei, who's been in chat here, helps answer tickets about the fellowship. But Mary and I don't work on that personally, so we're not the best people to answer that for you. I really want to be an MLH coach or a ticket helper. Love to see it. The best way to get involved is to apply, and we do give every person who applies feedback on why we rejected or accepted their application. So if you're looking to kind of grow and get into the program, that's one of the best ways to do it. All right, what else do we have here? Yes, here's a great one. Do you need to submit which challenges you did? 100% you should submit your challenges. You're going to get points for completing challenges. The points don't actually do anything, but if you want to brag to your friends and say that you did a bunch of Global Hack Week, you do want to let us know what challenges you completed. And particularly for those partner challenges from our friends at Twilio, GitHub, and Stack Overflow, your active participation in these events is what allows us to continue running them. So if you're doing any of those partner challenges, definitely submit it because that is obviously how we afford to send everyone letters and things like that. And so if you do those partner challenges, we want to make sure that we can pass it along to those teams so they see the value in these events as well.
Yeah. Someone asked about the Hack the Stack challenge. I'm going to pull up the website again super quickly. So the Hack the Stack challenge is actually probably the closest thing we have to a capture the flag going on this week. But you are going to be getting to do some cybersecurity, actively on Stack Overflow. They set up a website that you're gonna get to try to send a bunch of traffic to. If you click on this card right here, it's going to open up this sheet with a ton more information. So you can read this, learn about what you need to do to get started over here. And then if you have additional questions on it, go and ask them over in Discord and our team can help you out over there.
Perfect. I see some good questions in here. Where can I find the Twilio channel on Discord? I can't seem to locate it. Do we have a Twilio channel already spun out?
We do not have one right now.
Okay, perfect. So you can ask any Twilio questions you have in any of the Global Hack Week channels, and we should be able to help you out that way.
Yes.
And I see someone related asking how to get those Twilio credits in the Global Hack Week Frequently Asked Questions channel, or FAQ. You're going to be able to find those there. We do not have any crypto rewards for Global Hack Week, but if you attend one of MLH's many member event hackathons, we do have a couple of partners who are in that Web3 space and do offer crypto as a prize. So if you're looking to earn some, that is a great way to do it. Here's a good one. After doing a challenge like registered for Discord, will I have to fill in a form or to register it? No, for certain challenges, it's actually automatic. We will pull it ourselves from data that we have access to. Another good one is like if you submit your address, you don't need to tell us that you submitted your address because we, of course, can just check that you submitted it. And so for many of our challenges, you don't need to do anything else.
Yes. And if you are ever unsure of that, of course, you can always ask a question. But these also should say in the text on them whether or not you need to submit. So a good example is we ask you to submit that you followed us on Instagram just because we aren't able to access what your email is from the follow there. But then for something like filling out our address form, there's nothing about submitting on here because we don't need you to tell us that you did it since we have your email over there.
Can you share Discord and just don't actually show the FAQ channel because I don't want to put the code in the VOD, but
yes,
where to find the FAQ. But you got to reshare your screen in a second.
Yeah.
While Mary gets that ready, I am going to answer some other questions. Oh, there it is. Is the Global Hack Week website open source? I don't believe it is. This is made using some internal tools and some. Oh, you got the screen share. Okay, perfect. It's made using some internal tools, so I do not believe it's open source.
Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. Please don't at me for how many notifications I have over here. But you are going to be able to find that code by clicking on this channel right here. I'm not able to open it because
yes,
it's going to show all.
Can you scroll up and show the other channel, the channels and roles?
Yes. Yeah. So over here is where you can make sure you are set up to have access to all of the correct things in our server.
All right, we've got somebody here who's saying they're very lost on how to confirm they did a challenge. Can you swap back over to the website for me, Mary?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Oh, maybe more than 1 second.
It's all good. We're in no rush. We are in a little bit of a rush.
Oh no.
I've only got 5 minutes left.
Alrighty. How is that?
There you go. So let's go scroll down to, let's find a good one. Let's do follow MLH on Instagram because that'll share the form, right?
Yes.
Bam. So that's going to open up a new tab. And you can see in the description there, it says, make sure to share a screenshot of your follow on hackp.ac/daily form. And so that is going to be where you actually submit that you did the challenge. And you'll see this question here. You can say that you followed MLH on Instagram. Mary is in the editor,
Yes.
so she can't actually select it. But that is how you're going to submit a challenge like that. Some of our other challenges, I don't know if we want to find another one, will be on DevPost. And for those, you'll actually need to, maybe that
Here's a good example.
privacy guard one. Yeah. That'll link you right to the DevPost page, which Mary will share here. And then on DevPost, if you hit Start Project up at the top there, you can actually start a submission that way.
Mm-hmm. And the way that you actually let us know which project you're submitting is when you choose the opt-in prize that you're submitting. So you can see the different challenges down here. They're listed as prizes though. This is a disclaimer when you submit your project, but I'll say it on here as well. You'll need to submit a new project for each challenge you're completing. So if you are deciding to tackle this security code game and look up a phone number, that's going to be 2 projects that you submit.
Yes. I'm seeing plenty of good questions still in chat. Unfortunately, Mary and I are coming up on the end of our stream here. We have some great folks at Twilio, right?
Yes.
Twilio right after us here in just about 3 minutes time. For all my friends who still have questions, make sure to post those in Discord.
Mm-hmm.
There will be plenty of people who can help you out in Discord. I saw a couple of people who said, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed about the number of links. We totally get it.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is go to globalhackweek.mlh.io. Everything is there that you need. If you're still having problems, though, feel free to ask on Discord, and we can help you out there, of course. Yes. Any closing thoughts here before we pass it off to the other team?
I think that's it. I'm going to be streaming throughout the week during some of our Today in Global Hack Week streams. Ryan, I don't think you'll see until closing ceremony.
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing a technical stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I might pop in for. Are you doing the streams from the office?
Yeah.
Okay. I might pop into a stream or two and just say hello. We'll see what happens.
Surprise Ryan prize, as they say.
Yes. Let me check in on our friends at Twilio and see if they're ready to rock.
Very exciting. If anyone has a quick question, I might be able to answer it in this last 30 seconds or so. Lots of thank yous. Thank you to all of you for coming to spend the week with us. This is going to be a fun next 7 days.
Oh, Stack Overflow is next, is what Rosenda just told me. Did we have that wrong?
We might have had that.
We might have flipped them. Yeah, I think we did flip-flop them.
Our apologies. We've got Stack Overflow coming up at 1, and then Twilio is going to be at 2.
Let's double check here. And let me see if I can get into the studio here. Yes, perfect. All right, so what we're queued up, and the schedule is updated as well. You'll love to see it. We're going to go ahead and end our stream here. Make sure to refresh the page a couple of times if you're watching live, and the new stream should be live in just a couple of minutes here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you have a great Global Hack Week, and we'll see you next time, yeah?
Yeah, happy hacking, everybody.
See you, everyone.
Bye.